Okay, so I'm just back and I'm going to do this leg too. This front leg, and I'm doing it exactly the same way. Create a polygon tool. Enter! And then I'll go ahead and I'll append my way up the leg. This would make a good Thanksgiving Day feast. Look at the drumsticks. Look at the drumsticks! Okay. American Thanksgiving. Not Canadian, of course. And I'm just trying to make them roughly as squarish as possible. I'll drag them out a little bit, make them a little bit rectangular in some areas here where I need more detail. I get smaller. And whoop. So these bigger, longer stretches of leg. How do I want to handle this one? How about something like this? Okay. Okay, and I'm being really quiet while I'm modeling. My god. Maybe, I don't know what other stories I have to tell you. I'm just pulling vertices. Ah, you bastard! 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 Okay, there. Stop concentrating for a second, and suddenly I drifted off. Whoop! Whoop! Bleep! Bleep! Oh, my god, this leg goes on forever. I think if I was like 5 years old, I'd hate modeling this leg. This would take forever. Okay. And again, I'm stretching these out. If you wanted to afterwards, you could just go ahead and insert like an edge loop in here. Boop, boop. And I think this thing has double claws on it, but whatever. I'm just going to do this fast, 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 fast. Boop. And I should also mention that I got this lovely beetle from a man named Steve Ife. That's where I got these references from. I have this beetle in my possession. Every once in a while I like to crunch on it, chew on one of its legs. It's not all there anymore. Tasty, smelly little beetle. Okay, and again, if you wanted to, like I could stretch some of these parts out and just hit insert edge loop and boom, it'll just pop in loops. I could move them around and adjust them and make them a bit smoother if I wanted to. But whatever. Here. And I think that should be more than enough. Okay, great. And boop, take this thing. Delete the history. It's all flat. I'm just going to go here to the right view, and I'll do the same thing I just kind of did over there. You're going to see the images don't match up exactly, but it's close enough. And when I grab my rotator tool, I'll just kind of rotate it to kind of line it up with the majority of how this thing is kind of, how it's going to fit. And I'm going to put it up a bit above the leg. And I'll grab a couple of vertices. Why didn't that select? Okay, whatever. And I'm just going to go in here, get my soft selection on, pull this down, maybe slap it around there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, good. And maybe, actually, I think I pulled it down a bit too far. Okay, good, 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 good. And let's go ahead and grab this, and I'll make sure my soft selection goes way up far. And I'll do something like that. Tilt it over a little bit so it lines up again. Okay, happy, happy times. And if I took this and I hit extrude, I give myself a little bit of thickness. And again, when I do that extrude, take a look at here, maybe I want that to remain kind of thin. If I go in and I deselect these faces in this area, gotta go to face mode. Great. And then I can just use that transform component thing, and I'll pull these out a bit more, and maybe I'll deselect this area here. Okay, and I'll hit G and I'll extrude again. Well, actually, I'm not extruding. Remember, I am just transforming components. So, there we have it. Maybe I'll put these back up a bit. And cheap! Hold back up this way. Oh! Okay, so it's thickish. And I'm happy-ish. Let's go and grab my scaly tool, and I'll take care of these little bits that are sticking out here. Edge! And I'll just turn on my saw selection. Oh, now I'm starting to almost sing along with the music. And I'll just scale these down. Boop! Good, good, good. And I'm almost there. Okay, good. Done. Close enough. Actually, I could almost... I feel like this loop here could just be a bit thicker. Actually, you know what? I think some of these things here, if I really thought about it, this should be like a bit thicker. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. There. Let's scale that up a bit. Try to scale it up here in the Y. There, good enough. Okay, and if I take the whole object and I hit it again with mesh smoother. Okay, great. Now I got a nice looking leg. Look at my legs. Oh yes. And if I go in and let's see, let's do something like this. Let's do the bottom view, and you can see this went totally off, man. But you'll see actually if I go in here and I move this, I have. Oh, you bastard! 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 Okay, I'll recover and I'll come back. What the hell did I hit? Huh, I think I got sloppy with my hotkeys. Anyway, fix this. Okay, so I recovered everything, and I didn't realize it, but I thought I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes talking to myself while I go in here and I've been detailing. I've just been doing the exact same thing that you've done. So yeah, I was talking to myself and not recording. Awesome. I feel very good about myself. And I was just saying to myself that what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do some ZBrushery stuff, so I'm not going to bother flipping these to the other side right now. If I want to detail everything in Maya, I could, and I could be very happy. But because I want to take this over into ZBrush and do some detailing on it, I'm not going to. And what do we got here? 7.5 minutes. Okay, great. Let's bring my body back. And when I crash, funny things happen to my body. I get these funny names and numbers of when I crash and some little bits of ID. Funny thing I've noticed, though, is you take your pieces, and if you go and you make a duplicate of them, and then you go and you hold down Shift and you select the originals and delete them, your duplicates have the right names again. I don't know. Interesting. So, the eyeball. For the eyeball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to create myself a polygon cuba. Cuba. Make it bigger. Yay. Now, so this cube, because I don't want to make a traditional spherical eye, because I always get this little cat's ass on there. And just remember what a cat's ass is here. If I bring this over, yeah, there's some good pictures of cat's asses. No, there's this one. I really, really like that one. This man's very clever. Anyway, I just don't want that from my sphere. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my sphere and I'm going to hit mesh and I'm going to hit smoother. I'm going to hit G and hit it smooth again. It still isn't quite spherical, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off a little trick. If I go into Create Deformers and I do a Sculpt Deformer and I scale it up a bit, makes it smoother, then I'm going to kill the history. That gets rid of my Sculpt Deformer. And if I hit 3, there we go, nice and spherical. And I'm just going to scale this back down again because I want it more eye-shaped. So then we'll go and I'll hold down V and I'll middle cluck over to here. Get my eyeball in. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, good enough for now. I'll say that's good. And I'm just going to kill my history, freeze my transforms, and I'm going to call that Aye. There we go. Aye. Good. For my body here, okay, I think I'm relatively happy with what I got. I'm not particularly happy. I'm just going to take these two pieces here. Now I can handle this a couple different ways. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take both the pieces and I'm going to make sure I'm in polygons. Okay, good. I said to check my timer, and I was like, am I talking to myself again? Did that thing stop? Okay, great. I'm just going to take these, and I'm going to hit Mesh Combine, kill my history, and then I'm just going to go in here and merge components. Should be on a relatively low value, typically 0.01, so it should be good when I hit that. I don't have to worry about any weird cat's asses showing up in any of these places up here. Great, 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 great. Good. And so that's good. My body, got it, body. Okay, and get rid of my history. And I might want some kind of shell. Okay, I want a shell on my beetle. So, lazy me, what I'm going to do is, first off, I should have thought about this before I actually combined this. No, I'm not thinking. Whatever. I'll deal with it. And, come on! Uh-oh, am I going to crash again? No! No crashing! Escape! Okay, good. I'm out of it. Ha ha ha! Cheated death again. Let's flip this to perspective. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to make a duplicate. Okay, and let's go over here into the side view. I should probably, it's a sign I should save, I bet. Anyway, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to think about the faces that I don't want. Boop. Delete. And I'm just going to get rid of those. Wonderful. And I'm going to get rid of this stuff here. Great, 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 great. Gone. And so this can be my shell. I might notice that my overall beetle body is a bit big for the shell. So maybe if I quickly go in and let's go to the side view on this one, and if I... Aha! F9 pauses my recorder, so I can't do that. I have to do it here. Well, let's just go in and grab these things, grab this. I'm just going to hit a little bit of soft selection action. And I'll just make this a bit bigger, bring this down a bit. Okay, I'm losing some of my shape over here, but I don't care. Right. Feels like I should put more edge loops in here, too. Okay, good, 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 good. And let's just go flip into the top view. Doop, 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 doop. And... I just don't want my shell to be too big, so let's do this. And I'll just go and grab my scaly tool and just scale it in a bit. Okay, wonderful. So that should make it so that this lovely piece here can house my body. And this shell piece here just needs a little bit of ticklage. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit extrude. When I hit extrude, this time around what I'm going to do, just to be funny, is I'm going to push it in. And you see everything goes black, so that's bad. Okay? Very bad. I'm going to take the shell, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab normals and hit reverse. Flips it around. Yeah, kill the history. And that's going to be my new shell. And I'll just call that shell. Okay? And I think I'm relatively happy. And there we have it. And we got about 13 minutes. Okay, so I got all the pieces I need. I should probably save. I'll hit Control S, I save. Okay, that's not working. I'll come back to that in a second. And then I think I'm going to take this over to ZBrush and play around.